conflict. The conflict is used to return 409 status code. Then we have this content. Let's say you already have some formatted data in your controller and you do not want to format it again. Then you can use this content. Here is the imported method that is created. Let's see what we got in this created method. This created method is used to return the 201 status code. Suppose you are using a post API and in the post API you are adding a new resource. Then you need to return the 201 status. And we can return this 201 status by using this created method. Here you can notice that we have two overloaded versions. In the first one we can pass the URL and in the second parameter we can pass the object. Let's try to use this one. Let's copy this method and paste it again over here. This time we will be using the post method. And remember, to use the post method we need to use one verb over here, HTTP post. If you are using this HTTP verb along with the route, then you can simply remove this route and you can use directly the HTTP verb over here. This will work perfectly. You can use the either approach. Let's remove this name because we do not need it now. And let's say here we are expecting some data. And suppose here we have written some code to add the data. For example, I can simply append this data in the animals object dot add and I can pass this animal. And this time over here I need to return the 201 status code. So I can use created. In the created method we need to return a URL. And this URL basically is used to get the details of this newly created record in the database. So let's say we have created one more action method over here and that is used to get the data by using the ID. So in that scenario I can return that particular action method. So let's quickly add one more over here. And this time over here let's say I'm expecting an ID. The type is integer and over here I can simply write ID, update the name by ID. If ID equal 0, then we can return the bad request. Otherwise we can use this first or default method and here we can check for the ID. Now to access this particular resource we can use this action method. So here I have to write API, then the animals, and then the ID of this particular animal. To pass the ID I can simply use this object value and here I can pass ID and the ID is equals to animal.id. Although this ID will be generated by the database, but this time because we are learning about these methods, so we will pass this ID directly from our UI. Okay, let's build this application. And this time to test this post method we can open the postman. Let's enter the URL over here. This is the URL. We can simply copy it, paste it over here, and this time we have to use the post request. Here we are in the post, and to send the data we can use this body, and in the body we can use this row, and over here we can simply use the JSON. In the JSON format we can pass our data. First we have to pass the ID, and let's say the ID is 3. Remember, in the real application we will not send this ID from a request because this will be generated by the database. But here because we are learning about the methods and we do not have a database properly with us, so we are sending it from the client. Then we have the name, and in the name let's say this time I'm passing tiger. Click on the send button. Here you can notice that we have this 201 status code, and let's see what we got in the header. So in the header you can notice that we have this API animals. We need to update the URL properly over here. So it will be like animal.id, and in the second parameter we need to pass the proper object. The proper object is animal. This time let's use 4 over here. Click on the send button, and here you can notice that this time we have a proper response and the 201 status code. Let's open the headers, and here we have the location of our get URL. Now we have one more method to return the 201 status code. Here we have the created at action. In case you do not want to write the complete URL in the method, then you can simply use this created at action. Let's copy this method name, go back to the controller class, and over here instead of using this created, I'm using created at action. And here you can notice that we are using this method to get the details. So here I can use this one over here. So here you can notice that we can pass the action method name, then the controller name, the route values, and then the object value. Here we can pass the action method name, route values, and the values. Now in the next one we can pass the action name and only the object value. So let's say I want to use this method. Because I have to pass the action method name, then the route values also. In the route values I have to pass the ID. And in the third one I have to return the object, that is animal. Now this time let's build this application. Open the Postman, click on the send button. Here you can notice that again we have this 201 status code, and let's open the headers, and here you can notice that we have the proper URL to get this newly created resource. So this is how you can use this created at action.